Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got a bit of a side-by-side tonight. The Matriarch by Co-Conspirators. It was one of their, I think it was one of their original New England IPAs. So this is the OG here. We've got the Karen-like elderly lady that looks like she's a bit of a posh one. Got a bit of fire in the belly. So yeah, it's a New England IPA at 6.5%. Had a bit of buzz about it when it first come out. It's one of those beers in Australia that was fairly highly regarded. And then they've sort of celebrated it years after by bringing out sort of different variants of it. So they have an actual Matriarch Day now, I think. And I think it was a couple of weeks ago. So recently they've brought out 4 variants of this. So you've got the OG, which is just a single New England IPA at 6.2, 6.5. And then I think this is the newer one. They've got an experimental. So I think they've played around with the yeast and the hops and probably the malt as well. This one is 6.5 as well. Pretty cool can artwork. And then you've got the West Coast version. I reckon that come out a few years ago. So yeah, she's looking like Barbie, like a California type girl. They're always awesome with their can artwork, Co-Conspirators. It's done by I can't remember his name. He's a real good bloke involved in the Melbourne beer community. Anyway, he does all their can artwork. He does a lot of can artwork for other breweries and also like brewing publications and marketing and stuff. I think he used to run a bar in like maybe the northeast suburbs of Melbourne, northwest, sorry. I just can't think of his name. I've drank with him before and everything. So the West Coast version is 6.9%. And this will be the order I'll be drinking them in as well. And then you got the double version. I'm pretty sure when the double come out first time, everyone was a big fan of it. So the double Nipah, she's got like diamonds and shit around her. She's looking very elegant. So the double New England IPA is 8.5. So it's a pretty cool 4. I like the fact that they've got a West Coast version just to mix it up. And even the experimental one, like it might taste completely different. So I'll drink them in that order that I showed them. And I'll read whatever's written on the back just to break it up. So I've got just a random glass. I don't have a Co-Cons glass, I don't think. So this is what I'm rolling with. And I haven't had any beers previous to this. 4 beers is quite a thrill on a weeknight, but we'll get there. Cheers to the chat. We have Trav. Had a fairly hectic day at work today. What about you? Cheers, Dan. Cheers, Hamish. Cheers, Rob. I'll be busy tomorrow too. We're missing some staff. Cheers, Smokey. Good to see you again, brother. And also a bit about the brewery. Co-Conspirators, they are based in Brunswick in sort of northwest Melbourne. They were a gypsy brewer for quite a while. It's made up of 2 couples. So you've got one of the guys is a head brewer. The other guy's more like bartending and like sales and that sort of stuff. And then the 2 wives, I think one's like really good with marketing and Instagram and all that sort of stuff. And I think the other one's good with all the finance sort of side of things. So yeah, they've been going now for quite a while. The brew pub, it's a bit hit and miss. I don't know what it is about it. It just doesn't have like a real. It doesn't have a vibe where you go in there and you feel real relaxed. There's just something stopping it from being like that. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Um, they've tried to do a few festivals and stuff there, and yeah, I don't know. There's just something about the venue that I'm not a huge fan of. But yeah, love the people and the beers are generally good. So yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, bloody oath. You just like hang for some time off, and then you get time off, and bloody yeah, you'll go do stuff on like days off, and then you're just more knackered when you get back to work. Yeah, we had a few dramas, just everyday problems we dealt with. Yeah, just like sort of machinery stuff and that again. But I mean, when it's out of your control, what can you do? Can only do so much. Cheers, Craig. Welcome in, dude. So yeah, I'll read what it says on the back of the OG. I haven't had this for a while, so it's going to be good revisiting. Yeah, and then just seeing how they all change compared to this one. So yeah, this one's a smaller can, whereas all the others are bigger. I think this is 375, 355, and the others are 440, I think. Yep. Let's do it. Cheers, kettleheads. Long time no see, brother. So yeah, I thought I'd go a bit earlier tonight, just the fact that I'm doing 4, so I'll still finish at a similar time. Ooh, it's got a nice hazy look to it straight away. Oh yeah, I meant to read what it says on the back. I'll show the beer first anyway. So yeah, it looks really nice and orange, quite vibrant. Actually looks really good. So yeah, it's like a 2-finger white tight knit head. Very, very orange. I would say hazy appearance. It's probably nearly even more full than I can't remember. We used to have a thing where we'd have different levels of hazy. It'd be like cloudy, hazy, and then like a further step up. But I just can't remember what words we used to use. I mean, opaque's a word you use, but yeah, it's not to that extent. Opaque's generally like a big, thick fruit sour or something like that. But yeah, medium body, light carbonation. I'll just read what it says on the back of the can. She may look like your mum on a big night out, but the matriarch are much more than meets the eye. Mutton dressed up in lamb's clothing, slightly hazy and all foam on top. She lives her life in the fast lane. Tropical destinations and flavours abound. Citrus, pineapple, and stone fruit coat the mouth and overcome the senses. She should be bitter from all she's seen and done and the crazy amounts of hops used, but instead she is a fresh, hopped up, juicy number that's full bodied in every sense of the word. So yeah, they're sort of describing like the beer like the female. So let's get into it. I just can't get over the colour. It looks really nice. We'll go a whiff first. Yeah, quite interesting. Yeah, huge tropical fruit. Like pineapple, guava, maybe passion fruit. mango, orange. It's very, very juicy. I just hope they I just hope they're not one of those breweries that go down the path of starting to add fruit to the beer. God, that annoys me. Like it's so juicy. I sort of get that feeling. Like, but yeah, I just think it's like well brewed, just really hoppy and like good relationship with the yeast. Maybe some peach. I'd say white bread backbone. And yeah, it's like got a touch of sweetness, maybe a little hint of tartness. But yeah, certainly doesn't smell like it's got any sort of piney green character or what bitterness or dankness or anything like that. Just all juice. Anyway, let's get into it. Cheers, guys. Mmm, quite a nice little revisit. Quite a tasty beer. I'd say like medium mouthfeel, soft and pillowy. I just spat all over my laptop. Um, yeah, it's got a little bit of a sort of tingly, like carbonation, but yeah, quite soft. Funny you say that, dude. I've just started streaming on Twitch as well. Just the last probably 5 days, I started a Twitch account, so now it goes to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. But yeah, I don't know very much about Twitch. I just got recommended to do it. So it might have a little like floral, grassy character. Yeah, it should be just the same as this, dude. Short and stout beer reviews, just as one word, I think. I've only just started it up a few days ago. I think there's only like 3 or 4 people that are on it so far. Let us know how you go if you find it. If not, I'll like copy the link or something. I might even be able to do it. Um, let's see if this works. That might work there, perhaps. But yeah, it looks like it's just short and stout beer reviews, all as one word, just all letters, no symbols or anything. Yeah. Yeah, maybe a little like, yeah, as I said, like a floral character. Sometimes you'll get like I don't know, it feels like when, geez, someone has a very loud exhaust. Um, yeah, sometimes when beers are really hoppy and fresh as well, you'll get like this sort of floral feature. Particular hops too have more of it. So yeah, the hops in this one It's Eldorado, Mosaic, and Citra. And then the malt is Maris Otter and Vienna. And it's also got oats and wheat, like most New England IPAs. We'll pour some more, shall we? And yeah, hit the old thumbs up button too, peeps. So yeah, that's just what I copied from Twitch, like when I went to the page. Yeah, it's sort of shit out of the OG's only a small can and all the others are big. Oh, I should have kept some for a cuvee. Damn it! Actually, I'll just pour a little bit back into the can. Got to do a cuvee. We can't be skimping on that. There we go. There's a little bit left in there. So yeah, off to a good start. I knew this beer was banging back in the day, but I thought, oh, it's probably just your standard New England, nothing special. Yeah, plus like my palate's changed heaps over the years, but no, it's pretty decent. Cheers, Phil. Oh my god. So what? He then heard your story and then was like, "Oh shit, that's ridiculous." Yeah, it just seems like the lady you're dealing with is just a Karen. She's all when women get pissed off about something and like you sort of write them off, they'll just do anything they can to bring you down. And I feel like that's what she's doing to you. Yeah, free. Yeah. As soon as you showed me all the info and that, I was like, nah, that's ridiculous. You're actually doing her a favour, dropping off something that was meant for her. It's just, you just forgot the other thing. That's all it was. Yeah, exactly. She's probably just spinning absolute trash and you're copping it. It sounds exactly like my situation at work like a year ago. It's really, really quiet in my neighbourhood tonight. So like almost eerie. It's like yeah, like like everyone's left the town and I'm the only one left in the street, apart from that car that drove past with the loud exhaust. Yeah, it's yeah Wednesday night. It's 8:30 p.m. and it's just so quiet. We're finally starting to get some decent weather, which is good. The sort of weather where you can sit out in your backyard and chill, or your front yard, or wherever you just hang out with a bit of sunshine. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what this next beer is about, being an experimental. So another package rocked up today, and of course I wasn't home, so they took it to the post office. I'm really pissed off about that situation. Every time I'd have packages dropped off for the last probably 8 years of living in this house, there's never been a problem. They've just left them on my front porch. tucked them away behind my bin. And no matter what time I come home from work, they're there. And I just bring them inside and it's done. But now, because of this fuckwit kid that was buying stuff underage, every beer parcel I get, which is multiple a week, is now going back to the post office because I work all the time and I live alone. So it's so frustrating. I'm having to make all these extra trips into town just to pick up fucking packages of beer. It's really, really annoying me now. And it must be annoying the guy that used to like just leave them for me because he's having to double handle it all the time now. I don't know why he doesn't just keep doing what he did. He must be worried he's going to lose his job or something. Like we've been doing this same thing for years, and like, yeah. Cheers, Juzz. Good to see you, brother. Any beers tonight? Actually, no. It's Wednesday night. It's you'd be. Is it Wednesday night or Tuesday? I'm lost. Yeah, it's Wednesday night. You'd be at the church, wouldn't you? Don't think I've seen you go live. Yeah, for sure. There's always someone fucking up your shit, no matter what you're doing. Always someone trying to scrounge money off you in some way, some middleman. I've found in the last few months, I just can't get my bank balance up. Like years ago, I used to just bust my ass, not go away for a couple of weekends, and my bank balance would start getting real healthy again. But I've been laying low, sitting at home doing nothing the last few weekends, busting my ass at work, and my bank balance just keeps hovering around the same or dropping. That's how fucked the cost of living is now. And I'm not even like buying as much beer as I normally do or shopping. Like I'm not spending as much shopping either. Cheers, Sheree. Oh yeah, yeah. That view you had looked awesome. Mount Martha would be a fair drive from where you live. That's like right round near Isn't Mount Martha not far from where that like chairlift thing is? Yep. Yeah, cool. Good old parrot dog. There used to be a brewery, I don't know if they still exist, they were called Tuatara. And Tuatara must be, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it's some sort of like, it looks like a native like Kiwi lizard or something. And yeah, the bottle actually had like the lizard on it. It was really cool. Them and parrot dog, I used to have quite a bit of back in the day. I think Tuatara got bought out by one of the big global companies, and then they just went to shit. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, it's near Mornington, isn't it? It's like just before Mornington. I reckon you've got Mount Martha, Mount Eliza, and then Mornington. I could be wrong. But yeah, when you're up on the scaffold and looking down at the bay, it looked like you're in bloody North Queensland or something. It looked real good. So yeah, let's move on from the OG onto the experimental, where she's gone from an old hag into like a science lady. So I'll read what it says on this one. So this is the experimental version of Matriarch. Okay. It's a time to introduce a little anarchy, and our matriarchal force, I don't even know what that word is, Majeure. That's an interesting word. Is hell bent and empirical entropy. God, there's some big words. Lucky I'm a smart boy. With an experimental yeast strain fused for the first time in Australia that unlocks previously unreachable thiols. She is harnessing her brand new hops' full aromatic potential. Throw in a quantum of turbocharged terpenes, chaotic compounds, and some trademark tumult for pure proprietary pandemonium. I think they're really trying to fuck with the readers on this one. Pandemonium. A clean malt profile is the early known variable to this hypothetical hoppy hubbub, but theoretically, we accept bags of citrus. Sorry, expect bags of citrus, passion fruit, and tropical fruit flavors as a result. Now that was a tongue twister. Good God. It's hard enough trying to read it, but then because they're using all these big words, it's like, wow. Let's get into it anyway. So this one looks a bit more like yellow, like straw. I may as well go a full pour because we've got a bigger can. So I can already tell, pretty much just based on appearance, that I don't think this beer will be as good as the first. They could prove me wrong, but so yeah, straw in appearance. I just witnessed something on the wall. I hope it's not a huge spider. It looks pretty big, whatever it was. 1 or 2 finger head. Very lively carbonation. Yeah, you can see through it. So to me, yeah, it's coming across like it's sort of like a modern like Cali IPA or something, but we'll soon see once we smell it and drink it. Yeah, so clean and clear, high carbonation, probably light body. And yeah, the head's not really sticking around. Let's go with. Yeah, I just sort of seen something out the corner of my eye, like something big just move, like near the TV. I'm like, here we go. It's that time of the year. And the hops in this one, you have Nectaron, Alora, Dulcida, Quantum Crush, terpenes, CO2 hop extract, Pilsner malt, Saf lager yeast, and some 45 something. It's a little bit scientist like, all that shit. Yeah, it just doesn't have much of an aroma. Like the last beer was really punchy. Juzzy, if you ever see this in your bottle shops or like beers with that sort of artwork, give them a go because they might be a brewery that you'll see. They're generally pretty decent. Yeah, maybe like some sort of subtle, like white peach. There's like some citrus, maybe like orange nectarine. Or should I say tangerine? Nectarine's more of a stone fruit, I think. Yeah, like when it comes to, I just feel like the best way to get into beers in a good way is to buy as many different ones as possible. It's an expensive way to do it, but it's the best way. Like, so try and like buy ones or twos of cans and get as many as you can. So like mix packs and that are good. The only thing though with mix packs is quite often it's just the very basic beers or the beers might be old. So you just got to be careful. But yeah, I'd always suggest if you're first getting into breweries and stuff, if you can actually go to the brewery and drink them, that's the best way. But if you want them to drink at home, yeah, just like order sort of like singles or just doubles of quite a few different ones and see how you go. Always like it's always good to have a chat to the staff and they sort of guide you down the right track if you know roughly what you like. But yeah, hopefully I'll get to Wellington next year. I want to go to a beer festival there. It's called Beer Varna. And then yeah, while I'm there, I'll do like garage projects, the normal brewery and the wild workshop. Um, yeah, double vision. I think Parrot Dog's in Wellington, isn't it? There's a few Wellington breweries anyway. Yeah, for sure. Or smoked beers. Smoke Smokies on another Roush beer. Yeah, I'm just not getting much with this one. I just knew as soon as I poured it, it just screamed like subtlety. Just the color of it and like the clarity in that. Yeah, maybe like so far I'm getting peach, passion fruit, like orange, tangerine. But yeah, it's just all very subdued. I'd say more of like it's probably white bready, but yeah, maybe biscuity as well. Anyway, let's get into it. Hopefully, it tastes better than it smells. Cheers, legends. It's just very confusing. It's definitely like a modern day IPA. It's very confusing as to what style it is. it sort of comes across as like a Cali IPA it's certainly not a Westie or a hazy. It's that sort of in between thing, but just yeah, nothing really jumping out, grabbing you. It's got a little touch of sort of spice, I reckon, from the yeast. Wonder if it said what the yeast was. Oh yeah, that's. It almost has a Kvike or whatever it's called, yeast like character. Just that slight difference. You can just tell with some of the yeast when they experiment with them, it just doesn't bring out the hop flavors like the good solid ones that they use all the time. Yep. Yeah. You can't go wrong with those Valley beers, dude. They are pricey, but I reckon if you like hazies, you got to try them. Maybe that Tuataki haze or whatever it was. But try if you can get hold of Sunrise Valley or Yakima Valley, they are phenomenal hazies from Garage Project. They've also had like Mataki Taki, and there's another one they brought out this year, but they're just not as good as those original two. The good thing is they keep rebrewing the original ones, and they're banging. I'll see if I can sort of show you what I mean. Yeah, that'd be right. On their website, it says sold out. Can you see that now? Hopefully, you can see the screen. But yeah, that's the beer I'm referring to, Sunrise Valley. So it's got like a. I wish they'd get rid of that sold out thing and have the can artwork easier to see. You can see it. Cool. Yeah, so that beer there is absolutely phenomenal, and there's one called Yakima Valley as well, and they're both collabs with Trillium. If you're after a really good quality hazy, can't be fucked. It's too much work doing this. There we go. Cheers, Craig. Good to see you, dude. But yeah, those haze ones, they're all decent, but they're sort of like mid shelf, whereas the valleys were like top shelf. Like they're the real good, like elite level beers. There have been some of those haze ones though that have probably contended for being top shelf, but I think the one that I reviewed. How did I score it when you watched that review? It was probably a beer that I liked, but it wasn't sort of like elite level. It was probably just pretty good. I just like the fact that it recommended you a beer and you watched it, and then all of a sudden I was live, so you jumped on the live. It's pretty cool. Yeah, just I don't know. It's just nothing exciting about this one. I really enjoyed that OG, but yeah, this is just like meh. Yep. Yeah, Epic are good. See, I love Epic for their West Coast, but yeah, if you don't like bitter beers, definitely stay away from them because they're really bitter. Epic are unreal for their Westies. That'd be a brewery you'd love to try, Craig. Epic. There's an Epic in United States, but yeah, there's an Epic in New Zealand, and yeah, they do like massive like Westies that like fuck up your palate sort of thing. Big palate reckon Westies. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this Westie goes. I'm a little concerned after that last beer. We got off to a great start, and then yeah, that second beer was just. So yeah, I've got to finish it off now. Pardon me. Got the old Metallica shirt on tonight. Approximately, what is it? Probably about 9 or 10 days till I go see them. And Oasis is about 5 or 6 days. Yep, that's shit, Phil. Yeah. Nah, trust me, dude. That'll be such a better beer than Voodoo Ranger. See, this guy here, Craig, he knows his beers. As I think I actually mentioned him yesterday when you said about Voodoo Ranger. Yes, there are some Voodoo Ranger in the states that are okay, but the ones in Australia, New Zealand, like England, they're fucking trash. Like they're terrible, and I would suggest not even trying them. They're that bad. And Craig will tell you the same thing. The ones he's had in England, they're probably absolute shit. But then he's probably had some of the American ones and thought, oh, these are okay. Am I right, Craig? The ones they had in Australia was so bad. It was just like the lowest, shittest hazy you could find at the supermarket would probably still be even better quality than what they were. Yeah. You're a good man, Phil. Even in shit times of your own, you're still looking out for other people. There's a win right there. And yeah, when you're messaging me about stuff and like asking questions and that, don't feel bad about it, dude. I know the time difference can suck at times, and I mightn't get back to you straight away, but don't ever think I'm like annoyed or anything like that. As I said, I'm always here to help you out with stuff. I just think with that situation you're in, you're unkindly dealt with, and I'm glad they seen that. I need to get this beer down. I'm just not. It's not doing it for me at all. It's not like shit flavour, like offensive, but it's boring. And it's like, yeah, it's a weeknight. I'm drinking 4 beers, and it's like I just want to get it down. Yeah, oh good. There'll be some times I might wake up during the night and people have messaged. I'm always getting messages at different times just because I've got like mates in different countries and people sort of forget about the time difference. But I'm one of those people that don't sleep very good anyway, or I'm always getting up going to the toilet. So like every now and then I'll get a message at some silly time and then I'll respond to it because yep. Finally, I finished that beer. So the Westie. I love the fact that they've made her like all like Hollywood glam, and she's got like a fancy purse with money hanging out of it and shit. It's the Barbie version of Matriarch, the Kelly version. Let's do it. It better be bitter, and it better have pine, or else I'm going to be raging. Certainly has a better looking. Yes, it's got a caramel look to it. I like. So we'll read the back of this. Let's hope it's not the tongue twister that the last one was. The matriarchs arrived in the 90210, rolling like a celebrity on the old rodeo. She ain't no housewife, and her fashion sense is a little whack. But in that handbag's a knife, and she'll still give you a smack. Quite poetic. Her plump lips pop as we inject this beer of Troppo hops, and there is a touch more colour to her than in previous drops. They say life's a beach and then you die, don't they? Well, you best savour it with this bitter and fruity West Coast IPA. Please be bitter, please be piney. So it's got some lively carbonation. I don't know if you can see it, but there we go. It's got that slight caramel look to it, which we want. So it's sort of like I would say a dark straw. It looks darker on camera than what it is. Reasonably clear, about a 2 finger head. I'd say probably medium body and medium carbonation. Let's go a whiff. Please be good. Yeah, exactly. Great words. Just keep on fighting. Just keep on swimming. I smell pine. I smell like a woody character. I even smell like a peppery note. It's almost like I get sort of like a charry character, which is weird. It's like the forest is on fire. we we don't need no water. Let the mother burn. Don't let me down. The Dunny. Yeah, how shit are the global ones though? Because yeah, Smokey's come into the chat yesterday or the day before for the first time, saying he really wanted to try Voodoo Rangers. I'm like, no, 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 don't do it. I just know how shit they are in Australia. So yeah, so I've heard. The Voodoo Ranger in Australia is absolute trash. And they're trying to charge like full like craft prices for it, and it's absolute shit. What am I getting here? What am I getting? Yeah, exactly. There you go, Smokey. He's just backed it up. And the UK one and the Australian one are the same, pretty much. You're flying. I'm going to say I'm getting some peach, maybe some apricot. It's not like real citrusy like I expected. Maybe, maybe on the palate, just on the nose, it's like yeah, you're getting sort of that green character, and then like stone fruit, maybe a touch of tropical. I feel like there's a passion fruit note there. I'm not a fan of like West Coast IPAs with like tropical fruits. Just that's weird, especially if they don't have that real dry and bitter finish. It's like you may as well just fucking make a hazy. Anyway, I'm going in. I'm slightly confused about this one too. Let's hope it is different on the palate. Cheers. Ah, I can breathe. I can relax. Yeah, it's actually quite piney. Piney, woody, dank, dry finish, peppery. Maybe some grapefruit. Bit of a stretch though. It's definitely more of the foresty qualities than the fruit. But yeah, I was just getting sort of like sweet stone fruit on the nose. It's not really there on the palate. Touch of toffee. white bread. Yeah, it's like a little bit of sweetness up front and then a shitload of dryness and bitterness on the finish. Yeah, as I said, like slightly dank. What were the hops again? Citra Lupa Max, Cashmere, Nelson, and Eldorado. Malt is ale and Caramunic. Thank you, Caramunic, for providing with some caramel toffee notes. I like you. Cheers to the chat. Hopefully you're enjoying your week. I can't be bothered with work. I'm just like, I can't wait for these couple of days off next week. It's going to be great. Yeah, not quite at that level, but pretty decent. That Westie I had yesterday, whew, you missed an absolute blinder of a review, Craig. Where is it? This beer here, brother. Probably one of the best, not only West Coast, but one of the best beers I've had this year. It was called the Embalmer, and it was a West Coast at 7.2 by a brewery that are fairly new to me. Double Vision out of Wellington, New Zealand. Was absolutely stonking, as they say in England. Fucking phenomenal. Cheers. Yeah, fucking oath. I'll be enjoying my I can't wait to knock off Friday and then know that I don't have to go back to work till Thursday. Got thinking I might even though I don't know, I'm going to Melbourne twice in a few days, so because I was thinking I might even go to Melbourne on Saturday, but I don't really want to go down Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then the following Saturday, Sunday. It's probably too much. Slurp. I was just about to click on your video before I went live. I thought I'll have a quick watch of his latest. I'll have to watch it afterwards, mate. It was like Chester or somewhere, wasn't it? Hope you're well, brother. Cricket season is amongst us. Big Ashes tour. Yep, be good. Fucking oath it did. Because they kept letting Jagman up. It's the thing, like when you're doing beer reviews and you got people on, it's like don't bring these outsiders on, especially if they've got nothing to do with the beer. It just fucking ruined the whole thing. I felt real sorry for Disco because you could just tell he couldn't get a fucking word in. Just the way he left, you could just tell he was a bit annoyed. Like people just need to say no. If you're doing a stream and someone's there going, "Oh, send us the link," just say no. Like Yeah, it's like I wouldn't even ask if someone's doing a show and it's like a beer review. Everyone's got that same beer. I wouldn't even be there asking for the link anyway. So I don't know why people do that. But yeah, he was just way too pissed. He'd come up and be fucking around, and then he'd go, and then he'd come back again. It's like crapping on about how hot his missus is, and it's like, cringe. Then at one stage, Michelle was going me. I hadn't even fucking done anything wrong. Yeah, I think it got to a stage where, especially me and Disco, were sort of ready to leave, but we just sort of hung in there. Like you could tell Simo was getting annoyed. Cheers, Smokey. We'll see you next time, brother. And I'll have to make you a mod as well, too, mate. I know you've only been here a few nights, but I just get a feeling you're going to be one of the people that chimes in quite often. It's good to see you, mate. And good luck with the garage project stuff if you get any. If you if you need any help, just sing out next stream, or even if you want to get in contact with me, just hit up the old Instagram or something. Yeah. It's quite dank, this beer. Dank tank. I'll go a little bit more and keep some for the cuvee. I've been getting lifts to work in the mornings, and it's been great because it's so fucking early, and it's really hard waking up at fucking 3:30, 4 o'clock a.m. every day, and then walking to work. It's just like such a battle. And tomorrow, yeah, I know the guy that's been giving me lifts isn't going to be there, so I've got to walk to work, and I've got a dodgy knee at the moment, so I'm just not looking forward to it at all. It's not so bad when it's during the day because at least you've got options with, like, I don't know, other people driving and or like buses and shit like that. But yeah, when it's at that stupid time, you've just got no other option. What's this one? Would you rather have an appointment with an eye doctor or review 4 beers where if you were caught laughing? I don't, I don't get what the fuck's going on with that question. Yeah, I don't know. I love Jagman. I fucking love him, but I hate how everyone embraces all that fucking over the top shit talk, and I don't know. It's just I've always found it really cringy. It might be me just being I don't know, a sooky fucker, but the whole Shagman thing and just constantly talking about the same shit and fucking and all that. It's just like I just find it so fucking cringy. Like it's the same old shit every time. Because people like big it up all the time, it just makes it 10 times worse. Yeah. I feel like there'd have to be people out there that think the same as me. I'm not the only just decent bloke. It's just, I don't know, all the encouragement it gets from the chat, it just seems like it comes from the ones that probably can't ever get a root themselves. Brutal but true. Getting a peppery, earthy note from this. Was there mosaic in it? I can't remember. No. Maybe it might even be a white grape character. There is Nelson in it. There's some like sort of tarty, earthy flavour I'm getting. (9:15). It's so good when you know you got to get up at 3:30, and it's like 9 o'clock at night, and you already have to think about going to bed. Fuck. This big one though, woo, hopefully it tastes like the first beer because that first beer was good. So far out of the three, the OG Matriarchs easily the best beer. Pardon me. Last night, after a few beers, I had like a craving for some sort of dessert, like tiramisu. We were talking about tiramisu and baklava and all that shit. I didn't fulfill my craving, and then tonight I've got it again, and I will not fulfill my craving once again. Yeah, for sure. No, as you said, we have possums here, but I don't think we have raccoons. I don't know. I need to clarify that. Pretty sure raccoons is like a North American thing. Possums definitely in Australia. I mean, yeah. I remember not so long ago, Angus had a possum in his mouth in the middle of the night, ready to fucking gore the shit out of it. We got Melbourne Cup on Tuesday. For those of you outside of Australia, I mean, some of you might know what Melbourne Cup is. It's one of the biggest horse races in the world. So yeah, Tuesday for some people's a public holiday. We still have to go to work where I live, but yeah, I've taken Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off for the concert on Tuesday. So Melbourne is going to be fucking mega. It's going to be hectic on the 2 days I'm down there. And then they have a massive horse race on the Saturday, the couple of days after, and that's when Metallica is. So it's going to be very, very busy in South Shanghai, the city of South Shanghai. Oh, ooh. One one of my mates at school used to have it was a Ford Fairlane that had been passed through the family because he's got all brothers and they're all different ages. And anyway, each brother had a go of owning this old school Fairlane. And yes, that's what it used to be named. I'll never forget when Juzzy used to drive it. He'd be fucking. We'd pull up. He's living in sort of the Coburg area of Melbourne, and we'd go to a shopping centre. He just had no fucking regard for the car at all. Just didn't give a fuck. He'd pull into like a supermarket car park in Coburg, and he'd pull up in the middle of like six parks and just park there. And then to get in and out of the car instead of walking around the car to get into the door, he'd just fucking glide across the bonnet. Oh god, it's pretty funny. It was like all the brothers sort of treated it the same. They all did the same shit. Me and him actually brought it home from Sydney because yeah, the brother that had it before him is living in a real flash area of Sydney, renting this fucking tiny little shit box of a room. And I'll never forget, he was in this really fucking tiny room. It would have been the whole house would have been the size of my lounge room, and my lounge room's tiny. And I think they were paying about $1,000 a week. And that was like fucking years ago. Like it was in one of the most like affluent sort of areas of Sydney, like Double Bay or Neutral Bay or one of those fucking areas. I remember you'd go down into his backyard and the fucking one of those bays is right there, and then you got like looking towards the Opera House and the Harbour Bridge and like the Prime Minister's house, and that wasn't far away. Yeah, like it was an awesome area, but just the amount of money was just an absolute piss take. It was this one building and it just had a heap of different sort of apartments in it, but they were all like the size of bedrooms. I've obviously been looking at a lot of stuff on Instagram lately to do with Australia and all that sort of shit because I've noticed my algorithm's completely changed on Instagram. Instead of getting stuff to do with like sleep token and AFL and all the general shit, I just seem to be getting heaps of stuff to do with Australia and immigration and people getting angry. Anyone else enjoying an ale as we speak? Time for the double. That's when I was born, Phil. 1698. Do you reckon I'm in? Do you reckon I'm doing all right for my age? I got no idea what this here is, but something to do with Twitch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, I got a huge haul of Pirate Life meant to be delivered today, but because of this fucking new setup in town, it went to the post office, didn't it? So got this huge box of beers just sitting at the post office, and they should be in my fridge right now. This beer looks very good. Look at this. I love the colour. Woo! That is immaculate. Looks really good. The only thing is the body doesn't look, it looks fairly light. But the colour is amazing. The head's not too bad. We'll read what it says on the back. Okay. Over the years, the matriarch's grip on the underworld has grown ever stronger. Her wealth and power now doubled. And as her enemies tumble around her, the First Lady of Hayes stands tall and as tasty as ever. She's filled with the same tropical flavours she is known for: wax of fresh citrus, juicy pineapple, and stone fruit, repeatedly punch you in the face, while simultaneously smothering you with her signature pillowy soft mouthfeel and finish. Hops: Eldorado, Mosaic, Citra Lupermax, Malt Ale, Oat, Wheat, and Vienna. Co-Conspirators Brewing Co. conspiring to make great beer. But yeah, cool can artwork. Old mate that does their stuff for him does a real good job. I can't remember his fucking name. Like he's in a circle of friends that I hang out with quite often. Like he's one of the mates of a couple of people in that group, and yeah, I just can't fucking think of his name. Having a loophole saltwater stout porter, just not enjoying the banana flavour. Detest banana flavors in beers. Yeah, I love Biana. I love banana flavor in a wheat beer. When you get like that huge banana, like clove ester. Sometimes you'll get like a blueberry bubblegum sort of thing. I love that, but sometimes in stouts it's okay. But yeah, I'm not a huge banana fan in sours. One drop quite often they'll do like a heap of different fruits and they'll add banana. And I'm just like, would have been better without it. In saying that though, this week I think every day for breakfast at work I've had wheat bix and added banana to it and have really enjoyed it. I need to take I want to add like blueberries and raspberries and that sort of stuff. It'll be like expensive breakfast though. So yeah, nice bright orange beer. It's a cool colour. It's very different. Yeah, one finger white head. I would say hazy to opaque. Not quite opaque. It's a bit extreme. We'll just say hazy. Light carbonation. Probably medium body. Let's go with. Let's hope it's the better out of all four. Ooh, it's punchy. Yeah, I'll get like orange and mango. Peach. What, tangerine? Yeah, very citrusy. You get like a white bread backbone similar to the first beer. It doesn't seem like it's doubled up. I mean, this is bigger ABV, but you wouldn't think it. Like a touch of sweetness. I'm definitely starting to feel a bit woozy. So this one's going to put me over the edge. Thankfully, I had some lasagna previous to these beers. What's for tea? What did you have for tea? Is it tea or is it dinner or is it supper? What other names for the night meal? We were talking about this at work today, and I was saying how we are talking about it on a stream. It's like, don't ever get people started on what they call crisps in Australia. Everything's just chips. Oh, so what do you get from what's the packets at the supermarket? Chips. Or what's like the thing that comes with fish at a chippy? Yeah, chips. Or what's the difference between those chips and the chips in the packet? Oh, there's heaps different, but they're just called the same thing. Oh, okay. Do you have crisps? No, they do in England. Anyway, I'm getting into it. Cheers. That is a great beer. Whew. Punchy juiciness. Yeah, you get, as far as tropical fruit goes, you get, I'm going to say mango and passion fruit, maybe even like a hint of guava. You're getting like orange, nectarine. I mean, sorry, tangerine. I always going to mix it up. Orange, tangerine, maybe a touch of grapefruit. And then, yeah, like peach and nectarine. It's definitely a soft, like lighter mouthfeel. That's sort of the main thing that's going to stop it from being like an elite level beer. It's got a very sort of light, sort of subtle mouthfeel to it. It's not big and creamy, full body sort of thing. It's fairly sweet, but not too much. I feel like you do get a little hint of the booze on the palate. You didn't on the nose. What was it? 8 point. I think it was 8.5 or something. Yeah, 8.5. So this can just by itself is 3 standard drinks. Woo! No wonder I feel a little pissy. So yeah, I'll put a bit more in it. Get it up to the cuvee level. Yep, they all feel like they got similar amounts left in them. So yeah, cheers, guys. I'm all for it when it comes to sour beers. Some of the breweries have been doing it for years, like Sailor's Grove. Anything to get that that awesome character of a sour beer pumping. I mean, you can even use like just to get the salinity up with certain beers, you can sort of use it in different styles, but you just got to be very careful with the amount. But yeah, I've even had stouts that have featured sea salt. It'll be like a salted caramel, like dessert stout, or like a Samoa one or something like that. Some sort of like salty dessert. What are your thoughts on it? I'm all for though. Like I love when breweries like Sailor's Grave do all their own foraging and just go out to their local environment and acquire random shit and then sprinkle it into their potion. Oh man, I want a dessert of some kind. Take a photo of it for me, Phil, and send it to me. I can't remember what it looks like. How was the Bad Omens chug, Steve? Yeah, I'm definitely getting fucked over with some of my chugs. It's like you'll get these certain views, and then all of a sudden you'll look the next time, and it's missing about 300 or 400. So yeah, I don't know why it does that, but yeah, I feel like I need to sneeze real bad. Achoo! Geez, I wish I could live the life of my dogs just for a couple of weeks, just to catch up on sleep, try to feel myself again. One of them, or they can take in turns, they can rotate, they can go to work for me, and I'll just hang with the other one. We'll just chill out and do some beer reviews together when we're awake and then just sleep the rest of the day. Fuck yeah. I didn't realise they were from Virginia in the US. That's where Josh the last beer's from. Cheers, dude. I just want to keep going. I just want to stay up all night and not go to work. Oh man, where can I get a tiramisu in country Victoria at fucking 10 p.m. at night? Any Italian ladies out there? I'm just going to quickly go to the men's room. I will be back in approximately 90 seconds. Apologies, peeps. I got held up on the phone. Whoopsie. Now, where were we up to? I've got no idea. I feel a bit pissed now too because I've been away for a bit. Whew. Shit. About about here somewhere. Cheers to any new ones that have joined, and apologies to any that have left. I'm back. Cheers, Evie. Oh yes, cannoli. Fucking oath. I remember I went to an event at Mr. West in Footscray, and they did like beers with like Italian desserts, and there was cannolis, and oh wow, it's phenomenal. I am on. I'm extremely on. Yeah, I want a dessert. Help me out. Nah, I'm clearly not eating. I I've been talking about having a dessert the whole stream, and then I was like busting to go to the loo, and then I was on the phone for a bit, and then I was like, shit, like I completely forgot I was on the stream. Cheers, Angie. Nah, no snoozeville. Just getting caught up in the moment of other stuff and forgetting what the fuck I was doing. I'm sure you've been there before. Prickly pear. We like to party. We like to party. I got to test Twitch out and see if I can play tunes on there. Because if I can, I'm doing it. Everybody come over to Twitch. It's party time. You were having a dream about Craig or me, or was it erotic? Hit the old thumbs up too, peeps. So I'm currently on this bad boy here, or should I say bad girl, baddie. I could see you dressed up like that, Angie. except you'd have a smile on your face. You wouldn't look like a hag like this bitch. Look at her. She's staring through your soul. She's going to cut you like a fish at night. Good God. Erotic. Whew. Wouldn't mind a tiramisu. I've had a craving for some sort of rich chocolate dessert for many days now. Even if it's not even chocolate, it's just got to be decadent. Maybe some caramel. Stick to me like caramel. A baklava, a little pastry number. I just want dessert pretty much, and I haven't had it. I am a lonely country boy with no options around me for dessert. And I'm sick and tired of it. she she needs some willy. She needs some good dick. Caramel slice. Ooh, how good's that shit? I love that. Rocky Road, caramel slice, jelly slice, Mars slice, peppermint slice. They're all fucking winners. The hag bag. Oh, I don't know. I just feel myself staying up for a bit tonight. I feel like I'm better off going to bed when I'm tired and sleeping for 5 solid hours instead of going to bed when I'm not tired and just having this shit fucking 5 or 6 hours of unbroken sleep. Or should I say broken sleep? At least I've got anyone wants to hang out from I have Friday afternoon right through till Thursday morning off work. But obviously there's some stuff in between. Oh, gotta go to the bloody loo again. I'll be back. And we're back. I'm all over the shop. Jesus, we've still got some viewers as well. Hit the old thumbs up, peeps. I promise I won't leave again. Or hopefully I don't need to pee again, but that's like 3 times in about 20 minutes. I'm getting old. My bladder can't handle it. I've got to do a cuvee. What have I missed? About 4,000 comments, probably. Yeah, tiramisu. I'm so keen for a decadent dessert. Yeah. So I'm going to Oasis on Tuesday. So I thought, fuck it. Melbourne Cup's on Tuesday. Oasis is on Tuesday. I just want a couple of days off work to enjoy myself. So I've taken Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. So at least that's the weekend plus 3 days. So a good solid 5 days off. And then I'll go back to work Thursday, Friday, and then I'll head back to Melbourne and go to Metallica on the weekend. So next week's going to be pretty cool. Sexually frustrated. So yeah, I've just done 4 beers from so this is the original one. It's called the Matriarch. So that's the OG, which was really good. And then you had the experimental one, so they made us sort of look hip and sciencey sort of thing. That was, and then they've got the West Coast version, so she's looking all Hollywood and Barbie like glam. And there, that beer was probably better than the experimental, but still nothing decent. And then this is the sophisticated, I'm going to fuck you up sort of, the very, very wealthy, posh. She's got all diamonds around her. Yeah. So that's the Matriarch series. Pretty cool. The only drama that Phil had is when he went to court, he forgot to put his pants on. you could just see his white ass standing up at the front. And they're racing. And they're off. Welcome to the 2025 Melbourne Cup. We've got 7,000 female jockeys this year. No, but that would have turned me off Joy Division, I'm sure. Fucking oath. Someone's got to keep the world ticking over, though. Hag bag. Hag bag. Is it Cuvee time? Cuvee? 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 Let's do it. Cuvee, cuvee. Cuvee, cuvee, cuvee. Wouldn't mind some tiramisu. Baklava. Creme brulee. Mud cake. It's another dessert. I'll never forget when I had, it would have been the best meal I've ever had. I had a coffee rubbed blue cheese steak at a restaurant in Hobart, Tasmania. I can't remember what the entree was, but it was something awesome. The main was obviously the steak, and then the dessert was a fairy floss creme brulee. It was just like, wow, like everything was just fucking phenomenal. That is a very funny call, especially when she's such a cunt. Oh yeah. What's one that I left out that I should have put in there? Cuvee. Yeah, I got the old Metallica shirt on, Evie. And Justice for All. Might even wear it next week. See how we go. Fuck, I can't wait for next week. It's going to be so good. Oasis and Metallica. Two of my favourite bands in the same week. Same stadium, same tickets, right up the front, baby. You know it. Strawberry Yogo. What the fuck? Strawberry Kisses. Does anyone remember Nikki Webster? I've been missing my strawberry kisses. Yeah. Yeah. Sydney Olympics 2000. She was the little redhead girl that was like spinning around on shit. Cheers. Cuvee time. Cuvee. Get a bowl of noodles up ya. Yeah. Ooh. It's not bad. It's a bit weird because it's got two sweet, juicy numbers and then one very confused number and then a Westie. So I definitely wouldn't say it's better than the beers alone, but it's still drinkable. I would say I honestly feel like the original is still the best. I sort of thought this one would have been number one, the double, but I feel like the OG is better. The OG just packs a real punch. It's got a shitload of different like juicy flavors. Have a look at it there though, and then So that would be number one. That would be two. The double. West Coast number three. And then I found this beer pretty average, to be honest. That would be my least favourite. Nah, they'll kill it. They will kill it. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. The Hag Bag. Tiramisu, no. Creme brulee, yes. Medusa. Yeah, I see that. You can chillax, Phil. You can have yourself 45 ciders and relax. She also had a snake in her pants. Cuvee. I really can't be fucked. I really wish it was Thursday night. I just had tomorrow morning for work and that was it. Just the thought of knowing that, yeah, I've got to work. I've got to walk to work tomorrow morning at like 4:20 in the morning. What a shit show. Yeah, fuck, those ciders were good. The berry one especially, that was like real good quality. Rock hard. Yeah, I got to work 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I'll be getting up at about 3:45, which from now is about 5 hours and 18 minutes away. I had a little bit of a sleep the Savo, so I just wanted to go to bed tonight once I got tired. Starting to get there now. It's just so hard. Like when you start that early, you just don't want to go to bed real early. Like, yes. Cheers, Bill. Cheers, Luke. This is the California version of Matriarch Bill. She's like Barbie. Look at her. She's got the old cash in her hag bag, big white belt, fucking platinum blonde hair, pink shades. This is what she looks like, just OG. Like she's gonna get you in your sleep. And then this is when she's fucking around with Bunsen burners too often. Yeah. Yeah, cool can artwork. Yeah, I'm a VB man. Where's my cap? I was wearing a VB cap last night. Yeah, as far as Aussie macros go, I like VB, but Carlton Draft's probably number two. I like VB, I love Carlton Draft, and I like Melbourne Bitter. There's a few others that aren't too bad. But yeah, stick your what are they called? Great Northerns up your ass that just taste like fucking water. I hate them. Yeah, good mate. The original's the best, I reckon. It's just the single IPA. I just felt like it had the best, like punchy sort of juiciness from the hops. It's good balance, like sweet but not too much. And then the second best, I reckon, was the double version of it. But the West Coast version was pretty shit. I don't know, it just wasn't that great of a West Coast. It's more of a modern West Coast. I hate the term modern. It's like take me back to the old days of West Coast. And then this one was an experimental version that just it lacked character. In other words, it was boring as fuck. I want to try Viagra. I want to give it a go just to see, see what it does. What are you doing, Angus? What are you doing, mate? Up here. Seems like you're gonna fucking run the house down. What are you doing, bro? Up. Good God. You've used it for 20 years. Fucking hell. Yeah, I've always just wanted to try it. I know they're like, oh, you don't need to try it when you're young, but try try having a big night on the piss and maintaining a good hard penis and get back to me. No, that's the Labrador. Yeah. Bad boys. The dogs. They're bad boys. What's going on, boys? What are you doing? What were you doing up the other end of the house, bro? Sounded like you were going to pull down the bathroom. So this is still the cuvee of all the four beers together. It's a little tough to get through. Oh, I can't be fucked going to work. It must be so good just not having to think about work. Yep. Yeah, it probably just depends on the hop. Nah, bro. I'd love to, but you don't want alcohol in your system when you go to work. It's bad enough that I'm going to work with like 4 hours sleep, let alone, yeah, I don't want to go to work with. We get tested as well, so I'm very careful with that sort of stuff. I'm a responsible boy. I wouldn't say it's easy to get laid. Maybe if you're a girl, it is, but I would say for most younger guys, it's pretty hard. I think you've been out of the game for too long, Joey. Some guys out there just don't. I mean, I'm not speaking for myself, but there are a lot of guys out there that just don't have the confidence to approach a woman, and that's half the battle. And then what they'll approach them and get shut down, so it just fucks their confidence. And then yeah, it's like, yep, that's me in my sleep. People are just too invested in their fucking phones and shit now. If they want to hook up, they'll go on those fucking shit app date things, and the women just have so many. The women on those things just have so many options. It's like to get picked by one of them, you're probably extremely lucky, and the girls, I don't know, got so many options, but the guys have no options at all. That's the thing with females. It's like if they wanted a rebound hookup, they can get it as any time they want. Heaps of options, and for guys, it's like the complete opposite. Nah, I'm not into that sort of thing. I broke up with my last girlfriend and I just couldn't be fucked anymore. I've had the occasional hookup and then I just run for the hills. It's like I just don't want any part in it anymore. It's sad, but yeah, it's just the way I am now. Doesn't help because I've had family issues and it's sort of turned me into the person that I am today. Soon as someone gets close to me, it's like I push them away. Yeah. No, I hate all those dating sites and that's just not my thing at all. I agree with meeting someone just naturally and going from there. But yeah, yeah, for sure. I don't know. It's like I've just lost that part of my brain. Like I don't even care about it. I just feel like, yeah, other shit that's going on in my life. It's like I just don't see. It's weird because a lot of blokes that's all they think about, but for me, I just don't find it that important. I'd rather just have fun and travel and do shit I want to do. It just yeah, it's weird, but it's just the way I'm wired at the moment. I just find quite often when you're in a relationship, there's just yeah, obviously there's times where it's awesome, but there's just a lot of negativity and when you're by yourself, you can just please yourself and not have to give a fuck about anyone else. Rub and tug. I just know that when I've travelled alone, I've travelled with mates, and I've travelled with girlfriends. And the best times I've had have generally been by myself or with mates. So it sort of says something. Yeah. I just can't stand like yeah, just the I don't know. You're gonna sound like a cunt no matter what you say, but thing that winds me up is men are very casual and relaxed and don't give a fuck and just go do their thing and want to hang out with the boys occasionally and there's nothing wrong with that. And it's like I don't know, just as soon as you're in your little element and stuff, there's just always negativity in a relationship, and it's just so much easier when you're by yourself, not having to worry about that. Like I find like when you're in a relationship, it's almost like the girl's able to do whatever they want, and normally the guy doesn't give a fuck. They're just like, yeah, just go do what you need to do because then it gives the guy a chance to do what he wants to do. But then as soon as the shoe's on the other foot, it's like you're getting called every fucking 10 minutes. Where are you? What are you doing? It's like, yeah, I reckon social media has a lot to answer for. Somber reflections. Yeah. It'd be like if you love your fucking steaks and you're a bit of a carnivore and then you date a vegan. It's just not going to work. Pipe dreams, crack pipe. Just talking about relationships and shit. I was just saying how I feel like that part of my brain is like wired differently now because of like family troubles and other shit. Like, yeah, it's like I just don't really care about that stuff anymore. It's like I'd just rather do my own thing. Because I know that, yeah, I don't have to. When I just go do my own thing, it's like I can be selfish and because everyone's always like, I don't know, I've always been very loyal to people and got fucked over. And it's like, and now it's like my time in my life where I can just do what I want and not have to give a fuck about anyone else. And I sort of like it that way. Like it comes across as selfish, but yeah. Yeah. Why fucking Pike's Place Coffee? What's that? I want to know what Pike's Place is. Sounds good. Yeah. Cheers, Hook. Good to see you, brother. Hopefully you're smoking them if you got them. They face behind the name. Yeah, we'll have to catch up some stage, dude. Hang out and have a couple of frothies. Oh yeah, cool. Hook and Joey, you two need to connect. I'm not sure if you have already, but So yeah, Hook's like, yeah, good Aussie lad, loves to smoke. Yous can both talk a lot of shit. Both really good blokes. I honestly feel like you'd get on really well. So follow each other's shit. Your fling going in. Cheers, TJ. Good to see you, brother. Loved your little Great Ocean Road thing the other day, mate. Yeah, that big long stretch of beach where the Great Ocean Road sign is, that's where I take my dogs all the time. It's fucking awesome. Like, just take the lead off them and bye bye. I'll see you in a few hours. It's such a rad place. It's cool. The old wheat cookie story. I just always think of Seattle being fucking the home of grunge. Fuck yeah. I think some need to be sent to Australia immediately. I would rather be a kid and go to the dentist than go to work tomorrow. Oh, I've just got no fucking no motivation whatsoever. As Dewey says, motivation in the bag. Google and Starbucks, isn't it? The two big corporations in Seattle. Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome. Oh shit! Fucking hell! It's happening if it's got all those fucking companies there. Is it like a built-up city with like skyscrapers and shit? So there's so really know exactly what. I mean, the main ones you sort of get a grasp of what they are. See, in Australia, we're in a big cities with like skyscrapers and massive like outer suburb areas and stuff, and Brisbane's sort of there, but not as big. And then Perth and Adelaide are sort of country versions of cities, but then everything else is just English sort of architecture, like mining cities and stuff like that. But then, yeah, I could just imagine in America, you'd have all these deserty sort of areas, and then all of a sudden it's a city with like buildings and shit everywhere, or fields with potatoes. Good old India. Fuck, I hate San Francisco. Just the trains in Seattle are packed. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's probably like a real sort of stretched out neighbourhood sort of thing. Yeah. I reckon just from what I've seen and shit, it looks like it's just, yeah. I always thought Alice in Chains were the best out of all the grunge bands. Their melodies are fucking, or their harmonies, yeah, fucking unheard of. When I think like so many of my favorite bands have rad harmonies, so that must be a thing that sort of attracts me to bands. When the main singer and the backup singer, lead guitarist just have that synergy, and it's sort of underrated. So just think of bands like Alice in Chains, System of a Down, and who's another band that's big that has sort of, there's a few out there anyway. Yeah, together. Cheers, Angie. No more naughty dreams. Yeah, fucking oath, Joey. I feel like if me and Joey hang out together, we'll be listening to System of a Down and Blink 182. Yeah. Do do think a do think think a ding. That's such a good song. With is it Lisa? Yeah, Cornell was fucking unreal. See, I prefer Audio Slave over Soundgarden. I was a huge Rage fan. I liked Soundgarden, but I just thought the reason why Soundgarden were rad was Chris Cornell. I just felt like Audio Slave's tunes were better than Soundgarden's. Pearl Jam were good, but yeah, I don't know. I just think, yep. Yeah, it'd be fucking unreal listening to it when you're baked. Yeah. My two favorite albums of all time. Silverchair's Frog Stomp, and Red Hot Chili Peppers' Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Obviously, there's a lot of other albums out there I love, but they're just the two that stand out from when I was young. Favorite Spice Girl. I liked Baby Spice because I thought she was hot, and I could actually, I thought she could actually sing okay as well. In the early days, terrible singer, so it sort of made her less attractive. Good band. Good old Bush. Fuck yeah. Yeah, Drew. Is that who you're thinking of? He's on every day. He's on every day or every night, but it's day for us. He's pretty much on every time. Around 11 o'clock in the morning through to about 1 in the arvo, Drew's on pretty much every day. So it's night time for him. He finishes work, comes home, and has a smoke and a drink. I think that's who you're referring to. Old Spice. Just fucking awesome. Holds the guitar up here and the fucking strings are dangling out everywhere. Yeah, that's fair call. Cool. That'd be all right. I think I'm going to wrap it up. I am tired. I want to kick on, but unfortunately, I have to get up. Cheers, everyone, for joining. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. And tomorrow, I'll probably try and go live at the same time. So I'm doing another multi-beer stream. I'll either do Evil Megacorp, the beer subscription service. I've got the beers coming from every couple of weeks. So yeah, I got them a few days ago. So that's an option. Or I can do some Pirate Life because I'll be picking them up. There's a few other options, but I'll probably go with the Evil Mega either tomorrow night or Friday night just to drink them before the weekend. Albo. Yeah, Albo's a legend. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen him live. I've sent a few messages. Yeah, rub one out, that's for sure. Get off YouTube, people, and watch normal TV. Cheers, Luke. Unfortunately, normal TV sucks these days. Yeah, where the fuck was I? Here. Nap time, yes. Elbow. Cheers, Phil. Cheers, Abby. Cheers again, Luke. Cheers, Craig. Yeah, I really can't be fucked with work, but these beers aren't going to pay for themselves. And the dogs certainly aren't going to work for me, little cunts. So, yeah, I'll more than likely do Evil Megacorp beers tomorrow night. So, yeah, we've got a mix of 4 different ones, and yeah, very experimental as I can't even remember his name. I'm that tired. Anyway, so hopefully I'm not as tired. And yeah, another good night. Been going for a fair while on this one. Good old 4 beer stream is always a good thing. Cheers. Well, yeah, catch us tomorrow night. Thanks for the support.